I have created scripts for many explainer videos for tech giants like HP and Amazon and countless SaaS products. And do you know what they all have in common? All of them generated a lot of customers, leads, sales, and revenue by investing in only one single video. I'm Rees and I'm going to teach you how to write scripts that work. I will talk about a very simple yet effective framework that is valuable for you if you're planning to launch your product or maybe ignite some passion in your audience. And if you're new to this channel, don't worry, I'm also new to this channel. Just drop your name and profession down in the comments below and I will send you my hello. A good script is a combination of market research and creative writing. Now let's talk about the framework. Before writing the script, you should know the purpose of the video. And before knowing the purpose of the video, you should know the purpose of the product. Know the business. Research the competitors. Make a list of companies in the same industry that already have done videos. The idea is to understand their scripts. Find out why these scripts are working or maybe not working. Shortlist the ones you like and write them again to make them better. The next thing you need to understand is the audience. Now there are two kinds of audiences. Business people who will use your product to solve their business problems and people who will consume your product for their personal use. You will have a very different approach and technique for both of these audiences. Today let's focus on B2C audience. Here the problem solution dynamic is usually more creative. If you want to learn the difference and talk about each audience type in depth, let me know down in the comments and I will take you on an eye-opening walk. Anyways, remember, knowing the demographic of your audience will shape your script. Are you writing for working class people or children or people who spend too much time sitting on their asses? Create that persona. Get into that mindset. Would you buy your product if you were that person? Once you understand the objections, you can begin writing in a way that will knock any objection out of the park. The opening of your script should be engaging. It should capture the attention right away. It should create a strong emotion, create curiosity, or maybe happiness or sadness. There are many strategies to write a solid hook for your script. One of my favorite techniques is to target the need of your target audience without any unnecessary BS. Do you have a clothing store in Manhattan? Do you have a child who never listens to you? Do you have a store on Shopify? It instantly tells the viewer if this video is for them or it is not. I use another technique that works well if you plan to use a main character in your video. Show that person struggling or failing in something. Start the script from the middle of your story.
Justin thinks script writing is easy, but he does not understand.
Omar has trouble sleeping because of his rock, or is that a bed?
You created a hook. Now what? Make sure your viewers stay hooked as you reel them through the rest of the video. If you start with a punchline and rest of the video is dull, your viewers will leave. Most people are limited to mundane connectors like therefore, additionally, however, and so forth. But there are so many even professional scriptwriters fail to use. Let's try to understand this with two examples of connectors.
Have you ever wondered if there's truly a monster under your kid's bed? If yes, then you have to see Morgan's true antimicrobial mattresses, steamed with technology to stop the bacteria from ever growing. Have you ever wondered if there's truly a monster under your kid's bed? Imagine if you had a mattress that won't allow bacteria to grow under it, let alone a monster. Introducing Morgan's mattresses.
Do you see the difference between both of these connectors? You don't have to stick with a couple of words. You can rephrase your sentences to connect two scenes together. Now let's talk about understand what message you want to convey in the video and how much time do you have. If you have a complicated explanation and prepared a killer script only to find out that you have like 10 seconds, boy, that will suck rubber balls. You should probably make yourself aware of the limits like the length of the video, design schemes, and psychology and philosophy of your audience before you even begin brainstorming the script. And if your target audience is busy people, limit your video to 60 or 90 seconds max. And if you're pitching to investors, you can stretch this to as much as 5 minutes. Maybe 15 minutes if one of the investors is your cousin, but that should be it. If you are considering an online ad, try limiting your video to 50 seconds or even less. Then there is the platform where you will publish your video. If you are creating a video for an event, and people might not even listen to your voiceover, the entire narrative of your video will shift. If you're writing for a sales letter, then you will have a very different, a very bold approach. Then you have to think about how complicated the product actually is. And there are some elements that you just cannot simplify. Few of my clients, they deliberately choose to go with a harder explanation. They don't want their customers to think that the product is too simple. Well, I strongly discourage that. Finally, if you're explaining like 73 points of an app, similar to Salesforce or HubSpot, you might need more than one video. Knowing stuff like this will help you write better. If you want to estimate the length of the video, here's a thumb rule for you. For a normal paced video, 135 words are almost 60 seconds in length. Ideally, an explainer video should address one problem only. If you don't want to overwhelm your audience or worse, bore them, be very picky with the problems you want to address in the video. Though this step depends heavily on the target audience. If you are pitching to an investors, you can include more problems, but never compromise with the messaging. That defeats the entire purpose of having an explainer video, unless you just want to show off. Remember, solve one problem only, but there are ways you can include more pain points. To learn how, just let me know and I will tell you how to write an all-solution video. Step 7. The solution. If there is one problem, there is one solution. Be simple, be straightforward. There are times when you want to provide more than one solution. It is so tempting. In that case, provide side benefits rather than emphasizing each solution separately. Take Morgan's matrices as an example. You have created a script. It has an awesome hook, great connecting visuals, and John, an accountant who's been struggling with the back pain for years, stumbles upon your video. He is loving your video so far, connecting his back pain to your mattress, and suddenly your script starts bragging about how it can endure thousands of pounds of weight without any wear and tear. Now John is a skinny man, he doesn't care about that, but let's say he can let it go. Then your script talks about the water resistance fabric it is made of. Now John is a busy man, and although he liked your video, he is not taking your mattress in a bathroom, and he will forget about your video as soon as it is over. Multiple problem solution setup in a single video will break the connection with the viewer. It is proven, so never do it unless you want to. I mean, there are ways to do it, which we can talk about if you want. Just let me know. A pro tip: always introduce your product after giving the solution to the said problem. This creates a positive emotion quickly. If you picked up anything so far and started writing, you probably have a very engaging script by now. You have created a script with a proven framework. Started with a hook, then a problem, an introduction, a solution, some side benefits, all within 30 to 60 seconds. Of course, it always varies. Sometimes you want to start with the solution and skip the problem altogether, and other times you can weave all steps together in a beautiful story. Now there is a point somewhere in your script where you want to create urgency, either to the problem or the solution associated with it. Maybe there are limited matrices available. Maybe the support is only provided to like 100 customers in a month. It can be whatever. But choose it carefully. You don't want to sound pompous. The viewers must feel the intensity of your product through the urgency. They should take you and your product seriously. Once you write the why part, follow it up with the wow part. Close the script with an action statement. Avoid CTAs like get in touch or learn more. Choose something personal like improve your life today or give yourself a gift of sleep. Make them believe in your product as much as you do. Here is a script we created according to the framework.
Omar has trouble sleeping because of his rock. Or is that a bed? It doesn't matter because it's killing his back either way. Good job saving those $270, buddy. Had only he invested that in a bed that is soft and comfortable, he might be able to wake up feeling refreshed rather than spending all day cursing his bad back. Introducing Morgan's mattresses, made from the best cotton there is, combined with the science of getting best sleeps. Morgan's mattresses can free you from broken back nightmares. Available at your nearest store at 30% discount. Now you can save your back and money too. Give your spine a second chance. Go to your nearest target today.
I'm Rees Gargi. If you like what I do, give me a thumbs up. No, not that. I mean this thumbs up. Thumbs up on the video. See you next week. Cheers.